What is up, gang, gang, gang? It's your girl Shauna, and we back with another video. This video is a little different, but before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Make sure you turn your notification bell so every time I drop a video, you guys will get notified. Okay? As you can see by the title, guys, this is my story time about how my dad passed away. I'm just gonna get into the quick revamp. As you guys know, and when I first started this channel, I had a couple of videos on my dad going to his doctor's appointments and stuff like that. My dad was very, very sick. He had diabetes. He was completely blind, but very independent man. He didn't really want a lot of help, but when I did help him, he took it, as well as whatever. Had a lot of medication, a lot of stuff going on, but he was managing it very, very well, okay? Sometimes he'll have his good days, sometimes he has bad days, but I knew what to do. He also had a nurse, so it wasn't like I was doing everything by myself because I was also working as well, and my husband was working, plus I had to make sure my son was getting on the bus. Like, it was a lot going on. But up to my dad passing away, this is clearly exactly what happened, okay? My dad he was sick for a couple of days, but he did not call me, which is weird, because my dad always called me. He always called to check on, his grandson, which is my son, Zai. I had talked to him that Monday, I believe, and he sounded completely fine. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe he just, But I did notice, like, my dad, he does sleep a lot. Sometimes it could be the medication, and sometimes it could be because my dad be aching so bad because he does have arthritis. Sometimes if he doesn't, sleep, he stays up until he falls asleep. So sometimes I do know that about him, because when I was living there, he would be doing the same thing. If he doesn't, like, if he's aching or hurting the whole time and he's not gonna go to sleep, he's just gonna stay up until he gets comfortable enough to fall asleep. So I'm pretty used to that. So I thought it was like something like that, like he was hurting probably all night. Nothing big about it. I wasn't really like, oh my God, I need to go over there. So I called him. We talked. He sounded fine. I said, I love you. I love you too. I said, if I come out, I was going to come past there. I didn't have a ride to come out there. So I ended up waiting, I believe, until my aunt called me. And she was like, yeah, you want to ride with me to your dad? I was like, yeah, because I wanted to go out there Monday to spend some time with them so I could wash my clothes, and because I don't have a washer and dryer at this apartment. So I said, yeah, I wanted to wash 2 loads of clothes, and I had told Daddy if I got a ride, I would go to the store and get whatever he needed. So she was like, yeah, don't worry about it. My aunt called me and she was like, yeah, I go get the stuff for your dad, just ride with me, bring your clothes, you can wash them and do everything you need to do. So before I leave, I'll drop you back off at home. I was like, okay, cool. So I packed my stuff up, get ready to go to my daddy's house. We go to Food Line across the street for where I stay at, get my daddy stuff. He said he feel like he was having a cold. So, which is not normal, nothing normal with my dad, because again, he has a lowest immune system. So the weather was just around changing, around August, going into October, November, the weather starts to change, okay? So I'm used to this. I'm like, hey, Dad, the weather's about to change. Yeah, you probably getting sick. And you turn this heat up a little bit. So, but I had to make sure the heat was up, because heat was not up. So I turned it up a little bit when we got there. But let me back up. Prior to me getting there, we got the soup. He wanted some crackers, some ginger ale, some bottled water. So we got all that stuff. Okay, so we get to the house. My dad is literally on the floor. Okay. So in my mind, I'm like, Dad, what's me and my aunt looking at each other like, Daddy, was she like Sean, that's my daddy name. And I'm like, Daddy, what's going on? Why you on the floor? So I didn't realize he was on the floor until after I brought my second basket of clothes in the house. And then I was like, Daddy, why you on the floor? You alright? So I put my mask on because I'm thinking, okay, this could be COVID. Okay, at this point, because COVID do make your body weak. Now, my dad and I had COVID prior to this, and he felt bad like this. So I was thinking maybe it's COVID again. So I put my mask on. I told my son put his mask on. Okay, everybody got their masks on. Get some gloves. I'm going in there helping up my dad. So we help out my dad, put him in the chair. He's sliding. I'm trying to get him back in the chair. I'm saying, Dad, maybe you need to go to the hospital, okay? No, I'm good. I just need to, my back is just aching really, really bad. I was like, Dad, I know, but you don't look good. You was just on the floor. Okay? You just on the floor. I have never seen you this bad, hurting like this since the time you had what was it? Pneumonia. And that was just a worse situation because you couldn't even walk at the time. That's how bad it was. And he was like, no, I'm good. I just need something to drink and some soup, and I'll be fine. This, that, and third. I said, okay. I said, Dad, I think you really should go to the hospital. I will go with you. I will stay with you until they find out what's going on. Because at this point, I'm like, Daddy, you playing around with your kidney. Okay, Dad? Like, you playing around with your kidney, and we don't know what's going on in your body. You know, your blood pressure could be, you just never know what's going on. So you have to be very careful, and I didn't want his kidney. That's the main thing I did not want. I did not want his kidney to be rejecting. Okay? Because once it start rejecting, then you have to literally go back to getting dialysis, and he really didn't want that. Because it's already, dialysis takes a lot of energy out of you. If you don't know what that is, look it up. It's not a pretty thing, okay? So he was like, no, I'm good. I just need to lay down for a minute and get myself together. So at this point, I was a little irritated because I'm like, I'm looking at my aunt, I'm like, I need to call 911, right? Like I need to call 911. Like, he need to go. Like, and normally, I'm not trying to, like, I do sometimes get on my dad. Don't get me wrong. I used to get on him all the time because I told him, like, we can't play around with this kidney. Like, we cannot play around. This is your chance. Like, anything go wrong, like the doctor said, anything go wrong, you need to go to the doctor, the emergency room, and be seen ASAP. Because, again, you have a transparent kidney. So you can't play around with that. So I told my dad about that, I said, I'm going to be on you, but I'm going to be on you because I love you. And I want you to live as long as you can. So he was like, no. And I was like, okay, Dad, all right, I'm going to give you some soup. I'm going to go fix the soup, give him something to drink. I asked him, did he take his medicine? He said, yeah, I took my medicine. I just felt my back is just aching really, really bad. I don't know why. So I'm like, Dad, maybe you need to eat, drink something, and then lay down for a few. So I'm washing my clothes. I take about an hour or two, go bath. I'm checking on him. Dad, you good? You need anything? Are you sure you don't need to go to the hospital? I will go with you. We will take you. You don't have to go to the one in Portsmouth. We can take you to the one in Centera because they will see you as soon as possible. Okay? I was like, are you sure? He was like, no, I'm good. I feel much better now. Okay, so I'm like, okay, maybe he just had aching pain because it was really cold in his room. So, and then he has arthritis. So I'm just thinking of all types of stuff. Okay. I was like, Dad, I'm gonna turn the heat up a little bit. Maybe that's probably why your back is aching. I was like, did you sleep wrong? Did you hit your back on something? He was like, no. I just woke up with this bad aching pain. I was like, did you have your flu shot yet? And he said, I don't even remember. And I was like, maybe he did, because I didn't remember either. Because normally I remember. So I think maybe it's the flu. Because I know the flu will have you toe up to the flow up the next day. So, next couple of days anyway. Because I know I'll be toe up too. So, I'm thinking maybe it's the flu. That's what I'm thinking. Or I'm thinking it's COVID. But I didn't have no tests on me to test him for COVID. So he laid down. I went to go get my rest of my clothes, last load for the dryer. My aunt was like, she ready to go. She was like, she asked my dad, she said, did you need anything else before I leave? Let me know. Are you sure you don't want to go to the hospital? He was like, no, I just need to lay down and rest. But I noticed prior to that, my dad has been sleeping a lot more than usual. Okay? I just didn't know why, and it didn't alarm me because my dad sleeps like that when he doesn't get enough sleep during the night because he's in so much pain. So it didn't alarm to me that it was something bigger than what it was. Okay? So we get ready to go. I had to use the bathroom, so I put my stuff in the car. I said, Auntie, I'll be right back. I'm going to go pee and make sure Daddy's straight before I leave. I said, I used the bathroom. I said, Daddy, are you sure you're okay? Because I will go with you to the hospital. And I don't know what it was, but he looked at me and said, I love you. But when he said, I love you, it was in a different way. And that was weird. And at that time, I said, I love you too, Daddy. Are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm good. I was like, I'm going to call you later. So, I end up not calling him, which I feel so bad about. Because the next day, I got a call from my mom. And she was like, I need you to get up right now. I was like, Mom, tell me what's going on. She's like, I need you to get up right now and put some clothes on. I'm coming to get you. I said, Mom, tell me what is going on. No, she wouldn't tell me. And I was getting so pissed because I'm just like, what the hell is going on? I'm getting out of my sleep. It's early. I'm like, what is going on? I'm completely out of the loop. I'm confused. And I'm like, Mom, tell me what the hell is going on. What is going on? Tell me now. So now I'm anxious. She hangs up the phone and said, I'm on my way. My husband come to me. He said, your daddy is dead. I said, what? I said, hold on. I said, wait a minute. I was just there. I was literally just there. He said everything was fine. That's all I kept saying. I kept saying, everything is fine. Everything is fine. Everything. He kept saying everything's fine. I was like, baby, I was just there. I was just there, baby. I was just there. He said everything was cool. He said everything was fine. And I felt so guilty because I was like, maybe I should have made him go. Maybe I should have dragged him to go. Maybe I should have called him 911 and made him go. Because I'm going to hold this guilt for a long time. And I think a lot of people don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I had one job, okay? I had one job. And this is how I felt at the time. I had one job, and my job was to make sure my dad stayed alive, did what he was supposed to do, take his medication, and that was my job. And I felt like if I did not make him go, I should have made him go. I should have called 911 and I should have made him go. Because he would still been here to this day. And I was so angry. So angry at myself. Because I didn't call. Because now I'm angry, but I'm frustrated, but I'm also mad at God. Because I'm like, what did I do to deserve this? I'm questioning everything around me. I'm questioning myself. What did I not do? What did I not pay attention to? I had a lot of questions, y'all. I had a lot of questions. You know, my mom come get me. She's in the car, and I just break down. I was like, Mom, I was just with him, Mom. I was just with him. I was literally just with him. He told me everything was okay. I said, Mom, I should have made him go. She was like, baby, you can't make your daddy do something he don't want to do. You know your daddy is stubborn. And I'm just like, what happened? What happened? You can't tell me. I just could not believe it, y'all. You couldn't tell me my daddy was dead. What you mean my daddy dead? What you mean? I was just there. He was fine. We was just talking. What you mean? And I just kept saying, I should have made him go. I should have made him go. 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 I should have made him go. Now I'm carrying his guilt. I approaches my dad's apartment. And they tell me that my dad was foaming from the mouth. Laying on the floor. And I'm just like, I'm in just complete. I don't even know what to say. Like, I wanted to see my dad, but they wouldn't let me go in. And I knew they wouldn't let me go in because they wouldn't want me to see my dad that way. But in my mind, I needed to see it. Because I just didn't get it. I didn't fully understand. Excuse me, y'all. What was like, what do you mean? My aunt had went to go check on him prior that morning. Okay, guys, and she kept calling for my dad, and my dad did not say nothing. And that's not normal like my dad. My dad is up before anybody. He gets up because he's ready for breakfast and everything, ready to take his medication. And he did not reply back. So then when he didn't reply back, my aunt went in the room and found him foaming from the mouth. And he was gone. It wasn't no saving. It wasn't no calling 911. She knew from the jump. She couldn't call me because she's at the, my aunt was in the moment, and it took everything in me, y'all, to like not get so irritated and so angry at God. I had to literally sit down and reflect on everything. But I can tell you this. God makes no mistakes. And whether we like it or not, everybody's going to have a date. And when God calls you home, God calls you home. And there was nothing else they could do. I think at that moment, it didn't hit me until the funeral. And then after that, honestly, guys, I was not the same. Because not only did I lose my dad, I lost my best friend. I lost my twin. I lost the person that loved me for me, didn't judge me, loved me unconditionally. I could talk to him about any and everything. And I felt alone, and still to this day I feel alone. Yes, I have my mom, but when you lose a parent, you can't put words to describe. My aunt, which is my dad's sister, had got this made for me. This is me and my dad on my graduation. And I wear this thing everywhere I go because this is the only thing that really keeps me sane sometimes. And I miss my daddy so much. I miss my daddy a lot. And it's hard for me. It was really hard for me to navigate my life, to try to move forward without my daddy, because I used to call my daddy every day. We call each other every day. You know, from not calling each other no more to stop hearing calls. It was just very hard for me. You know, my anxiety got worse. My depression got worse. Days I didn't want to get out of bed. Days I didn't want to take no shower. Days I didn't want to eat. Like, it was really bad for me. It was really, really bad for me. But I got the courage to get therapy, to get back on my medication, to seek help, because that's what I needed, guys. I really did. I really did need help. So I'm telling everybody, if you are going through mental health or death of a parent, anything like that, go get help. Go get help. There's nothing wrong talking and telling somebody that you need help, because you never know what it can do for you. You never know. So, I just want you guys to know, never give up, because I almost did. And I'm glad I did, because I have a life to live for. And my dad would not want me to give up. He may not be here in physical spirit, but he's here watching over me and my son and the whole family. And I just miss him every day. It's really hard. It's really hard. I would never thought in a million years my daddy would be gone this early. He passed away August 31st. It's literally been, what? It's been, what, 3-4 months? And I'm still grieving. But I feel like I should be over it, but I'm not. And I don't know why I feel like that, but it's a process. There's no time on grief. So I'm just taking day by day. And I appreciate everybody that's been sending their condolences and checking up on me till to this day, because I'm going to need it. I'm going to need it. My son is really what really broke me, because he took it really hard. You know, my dad and my son was like this, okay? That was his papa, you know? And how the hell do you explain to a 7-year-old that you're never going to see your papa anymore? Do you know how hard and difficult that is? But it's been hard, but I'm still here. I'm still standing. If I can do it, you can do it. And just to put this out there, God will only give you as much as you can bear. Okay? He's gonna test you in all types of ways. But I guarantee you, you're going to come back standing on all 10 toes, stronger and better. Again, I appreciate all the support, guys. This was my story time. I hope you can take something good from this. If you're not as close to your parents, get close to your parents, because you only have one dad and one mom, and one day they can be here and the next they can't. So make sure you guys, handle and be there for one another and your family and friends, because you never know when their time is up. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and comment, and I will see you guys next time.